nephews. Yes, I'm back, and welcome back, and I'm glad to see you guys. Today, I'm going to be making some butternut squash soup. You guys know I eat a lot of soup, but I make my own soups because the majority of my soups are cream-based, and I love soup. And I like cream soups. I eat a lot of cream soups. So anyway, I don't have to wait till winter time. I eat soup year round, and a lot of people eat soup year round. Soup is not something that you can wait to eat during the winter time. Soup is a very comforting food. It's very filling. Like I said, you don't have to be sick or it doesn't have to be cold to enjoy a nice bowl of soup. It's one of the most comforting foods to me that are out there. You know, second to chicken and dumplings, and we'll get to that later on from Auntie's Kitchen, okay? So let me do a flip and a swip, and if you are running through my kitchen, you stop running through my kitchen, you pull up a chair, hit that like and subscribe button if you want to, so you can become a niece and a nephew and start hanging out and become a part of this big happy family, okay? So again, let's do a flip and a swip so we get started on making this butternut squash soup, okay? Hold on. You're going to need a butternut squash, of course. I'm going to be using two different knives. This is a washed butternut squash. It's a really big one. I cut the end off and I soaked it in warm water to try to soften the skin a little bit so I make it easier to peel. So I'm going to cut it in some sections. And as you can see, they are hard to cut, and so that's why you cut them in sections. They're really pretty on the inside. They sell it in a can, but like I said, I like to make my own. So I have this here, and I'm gonna cut. At least try to cut the end off of here. Forget that. I'm going to start peeling this peel off. You know what? I had got this thing at the my little Asian Mart the other day. And I'm going to see how this works. Let's see. It's supposed to be some jumbo peeler. And I'm going to see if it really works. Try it with this one first. Supposed to be some jumbo peeler. I don't have the strength in my hands to be fooling with that. So I'm going to, I don't want to cut my hand either. My hand's not cooperating this morning. I don't know what the problem is. They need to get it together. So I'm gonna cut this off. Little housekeeping. So I'm gonna get this one peeled, and I'll be right back. Get this side peeled first. Okay, couldn't do that on camera. I had to feel like I was in self-defense class. Whew. So. That was just too much. Okay. That was too much for Auntie. Too much for Auntie. So now I gotta clean it out so I can dice it up. So you can take a spoon. Take a good spoon. You can't do this. You're gonna have to take your spoon. You're gonna have to use your hands to scoop that out. Scoop these seeds out. If I wasn't going to be boiling this down, I would just put it in the oven. But I need this. I need it chopped because I want to chop it up. That's the thing about dealing with certain veggies. They require too much work to me. But I guess it's all in the end is all worth it, I guess. In the end, it's all worth it. Now I can put this in the oven and boil it and let it roast all the way down. I don't want to hurt my shoulder either because my shoulder already messed up. Shoulder's already messed up. So I'm going to cut this off down and I'll be right back. I just had to show you I have gone through hell in a handbasket. Normally, you know, if I should have, this was a gift. Because if I didn't have, I would have gone to the farmer's market and gotten this already pre-cut. This was a gift. Thank you for the gift, though. Not going to come down on a blessing. This was a blessing, but this blessing is a lot of work. Guys, I finally finished this butternut squash, and I tell you, it was a booger. Like I said, it was a gift. The person that gave that to me, shame on you. I appreciate the blessing. You're going to reap in some benefits because you're going to get some of that good old butternut squash. But vegetables like rutabagas, butternut squash, and greens, I get at the my little farmer's market, called AKA Curb Market, downtown Atlanta, because those, I can't do those veggies, and they're already cut up and stuff like that for me. So I got me some onions and some little oil. I'm using some little olive oil. I'm going to saute these. You have to actually cook these onions down. This is a half of a large onion because I didn't have any small ones. So I need to cook this, and I put this onion in my food processor. So I'm going to cook this down. And again, this onion has to be cooked. Has to be cooked. Some people add garlic to their butternut squash. I don't, because I don't like the flavor of garlic in there. That's just my personal preference. And I'm going to add a little more oil here. You know, my little dog, he's 14. He'll be 14 in October. He's gotten to be a little stubborn and hard-headed. So I hear him up there barking because I put him in my daughter's room. And he hear me down here rambling in the kitchen. So he's barking, trying to want to come out. I hope she don't let him out. I'm upset with him. But you know, it never lasts long. He look at me with those little big brown Shih Tzu eyes, and I just melt like butter. I just melt like butter with that little booger. So, like I said, I want these to cook. Definitely. So we'll be right back when I be back to this family reunion once these cook. Okay, family, I have the onions. See, this is what you want. You want to cook your onions. You need your onions cooking. If you had some garlic in here, you want your garlic cooked as well. Not burnt, cooked. You want to cook. And so into this, I'm going to add I have a tablespoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of white sugar, and I have a half a tablespoon of nutmeg. I'm going to throw that in there. I'm going to stir all of that around. I'm going to add my chicken stock. I'm going to have 8 cups of chicken stock. Now, I also make my, you guys, I make my own, but the chicken stock that I have out there in the freezer, it was cooked with, using chicken and some turkey, and it's got bell peppers and onions in it, seasoned that way. So I have this. I made another chicken stock using some bouillon cubes, and this is unsalted chicken broth. my cut up butternut squash in here. And I'm going to let this cook until the butternut squash gets soft, really soft. I'm going to let it all cook down until that butternut squash gets completely soft. And once that's all nice and soft, I mean really soft, then we'll be back and we'll move on. Okay, be back. Okay guys, what do you call this? I'm so lost for words. I forgot to turn the camera back on. You see the butternut squash is all nice and soft. And this is how you want it. Like I said, I forgot to turn the camera back on. You want it soft. Remember I talked about it being really soft, and you want it mushy. Because this has to be pureed down. So it's easier to do it this way to me. Because I'm going to just let it stay in this pot. So I'm using my stick blender. It has to be complete. It has to be pureed down. And this is easier. Now you can put it in your Magic Bull and your Ninja. Because I'm going to put this back on the stove. Anyway, I was going to put it back on the stove. So no sense in me moving it. Oh, and if anyone wants to know, this is an immersion blender. And so, I still have some of my sauce, my juice. And you want to make sure you blend this on high. You need to blend this on high. I'm just going to add the rest of that in there. See how creamy that is? Now, to this, since I want it rich, I want it, hurt my shoulder trying to catch this sucker. I do want it rich. Ooh. I'm gonna add some half and half. See, this is what you want. Look at there. This is what you want. Nice cream-based soup. I'm gonna add some half and half. As I find it, not half and half. Gonna add me some heavy whipping cream. If I can find it. Oh, here it is. Gonna add me a half of whipping cream. You use the same cup. You don't have to mess up another cup. I think I'm gonna go with 3/4 cup of whipping cream. I want it extra creamy. Yeah, I want mine extra creamy. I want it extra rich, so instead of half, just go with 3/4 cup. I deserve it anyway after all that doggone work. Hold on, family. Let me get this unplugged because I need a spoon to stir. And family, here you have it. You have your homemade, nice and creamy butternut squash soup. Nice and creamy. And I am going to serve me some up because I'm going to eat this now because I can't resist it. Can't resist it. Cannot resist it. And that's about as far as I'm going to go, because I am not going to be greedy, because I will end up not eating it all. I'm not going to be greedy. And here it is. Always got to have that tasty. Get me a little soup spoon. Here it is. Some of this, give me a good spoonful. The heavy cream cooled it down. It's really, really good. You don't have to wait till it get cold to have your nice bowl of comfort food. So, there it is. Look at that. Nice and creamy. That heavy cream. And if you you can use almond milk if that's what you prefer. You can use almond milk. And this is it. This is Auntie's bowl, and she is going to enjoy that. Soon as I want to put this all in one good bowl and put it in let it cool completely, and then I'm going to put it in the fridge. But first I'm going to put it in a bowl and let it cool completely. Then I'm going to put this in the fridge, and I will be eating on this for a few days. So, hold on, family. Thank you, nieces and nephews and friends, for joining in and watching me make this delicious comfort food. Butternut squash. I know it's summertime, but the kids go back to school this week. So you can, once you put them on the bus or drop them off, and you want to come home and make you some comfort food, and you don't want to share with them, because parents, moms, we are allowed to have some things for ourselves, right? And you can eat it all for yourself and just curl up and enjoy that time alone again. Okay, so again, thank you for all of your support to my channel, and I'll see you guys later. Hugs and kisses to each of you. But again, if you can find butternut squash that's already peeled and cut up at a farmer's market that does that, my suggestion to you is do that. But if someone gives it to you as a blessing, as I have received it, go ahead and take it. Thank you. But do as I normally do. Get it already cut up. Because this is my first time ever having to battle one. I would never do that again. I will continue as I have always done. Buy it already peeled and cut up for me. Okay, it does cost a little bit more, but it's worth it, because now I have to go get on my TENS unit after battling a vegetable. Okay guys, talk to you later. Love you. Bye.